Dressing for success is important because you want to look your best at an interview. Take time to prepare your clothing. So consider these factors when choosing what to wear at a job interview. First of all, be conservative. Second, be comfortable. And third, be clean. Be conservative. Remember that many human resource or hiring professionals are old school and have preconceived ideas about interview clothing. Wear solid colors unless a creative style is a part of the job. Dress similar or one step better than you would every day on the job. Cover tattoos and remove piercings. Avoid distracting clothing, either that's too revealing or too busy or noisy. Attitudes are changing. If your research reveals a different dress code, then follow their lead. These two principles will always be true. First, be comfortable. Avoid clothing that is too tight or too loose. Wear comfortable and clean shoes. You may get a tour of the facilities. Also, be clean. Wear clean, wrinkle-free clothing. Avoid perfume and cologne, and avoid smoking and eating or drinking before an interview. Some other tips are to set out clothes, documents, instructions, etc. before the day of the interview. Make sure to get a good night's sleep before the interview. Arrive at the interview location 10 to 20 minutes early. Go to the interview alone. Turn off all electronic devices or leave them in the car or at home. And know the name of the person or department conducting the interview. It's always a positive thing to use the interviewer's name a couple of times during the interview. Be friendly. Greet people with a smile or handshake. Repeat the person's name when you are introduced. Don't sit down until the interviewer indicates a seat. And be prepared to make small talk. Most interviewers will break the ice with talk about the weather, your drive to the interview, and so on. Be professional. Use appropriate and correct language. Don't speak negatively about past employers. And don't reveal confidential information about yourself or past employers, clients, and so on. These two items are two of the biggest mistakes that you can make during an interview. Don't chew gum or eat. Think carefully if a beverage is offered. Be thorough. Make sure you understand the question. Ask for clarification or rephrase the question if you're unsure. Make sure to answer questions fully, but don't add too much unnecessary information. Have examples and specific instances to share. Ask questions of the interviewer. This gives you a chance to show off your research and knowledge about the company and about the job. Be careful with your nonverbal communication. Make sure to maintain good eye contact with the interviewers. Avoid nervous behaviors, rocking, tapping, shifting, leg shaking, and so on. Use natural hand movements and gestures, but avoid choppy and large gestures. Sit up straight and smile. Always follow up with a thank you email, or better yet, a note or card. It shows courtesy, gets your information on the hiring manager's desk one more time, gives you a chance to revisit a question you might have answered poorly, or add information you may have missed during the interview. It also makes it much more likely that you will receive some type of response or feedback from the employer after the interview. And it helps you to stand out from the crowd, because most people don't think about doing this. That is reason enough to send a follow-up thank you note. Be sure to make notes for future reference. List the names of the people who conducted the interview. Make note of your strengths and weaknesses during the interview. Make note of any unusual interview questions. Write down any other thoughts. If I could do over, just what would you do over?